Keep it simple. Some traders overcomplicate their setups. Today, I'm going to show you a simple 15-minute break and retest with NAS 100 and also with EURUSD on the 15-minute time frame. I'll show you how I kept it simple and grew my account. Okay, with NAS 100, it's really important to focus on repeatable, high probability setups like the 15-minute break and retest of either a trend line or support and resistance. And so here we focused on the trend line. So we've got our trend line drawn here. We can see that price broke the trend line during the pre-market, which is my blue area, and then retested during opening, which is the green area. So you could set your chart up like this as well with visuals so that you can see what time it is just at a glance by looking at your chart. All right, and so we just caught part of this move, and I want to remind you that we only need to catch part of the move. We want to just take the trade during momentum, and once the momentum has passed, it's a good idea to go ahead and secure your profit, either get out of the trade or get out of most of the trade and just leave a runner. And then you're done for the day, and that's part of what being disciplined is all about. So here's NAS 100 on the Henko platform. So I use TradingView to mark up my charts, but I use Henko to actually take the trade. And as we said before, I use usually about $100, and I use that for the week. And then at the end of the week, I pull out whatever the profit is. And you can see that I'm actually continuing from the day before when I made the $40. And I found that you've got to wait 24 hours for the funds to settle. So I just went on and continued gaining some equity from that point, but definitely pulled that out last Friday. And so, so we made like about 160 instead of, we made 60 instead of 140, which is great. So remember that these small wins are good and they cover small bills. Here you can see that I am closing part of the trade. So I only had like 0.04 lots, and then I removed like 0.03 lots and continued on down. And it still says 0.04 there because sometimes I've got to actually reset my screen in order for the numbers to show properly. And as I said before, that might be just an issue with my internet. I'm not sure. But it definitely, on volatile pairs like this, you definitely want to secure some profit once you have reached one of your areas of support. Okay, and then you can see here that I've refreshed my screen, and now it's showing the 0.01 lot that's remaining. And so from here on out, this is just a risk-free trade because I've already moved my stop loss into profit, and I'm going to see if we can continue down to that TP. So sometimes I let it run down to the TP, and sometimes I go ahead and get out of the trade, depending on what the market is showing. And I think it's important to show people trades in real time so that you can go back and review it. You can take a look at when we take some profit or secure some profit if you like that style. You can get a good idea, and you can get a good idea of how long it takes for trades to run. So it doesn't just happen in a flash. You're kind of sitting there and waiting and watching. Definitely watching for these short-term quick trades with NAS. As we said before, if you're using EURUSD on the 1-hour time frame, then you can set alerts. But when you're using the smaller time frame, like 15-minute and 5-minute, with the volatile pairs like NAS 100, you're going to want to kind of sit there and sit on your hands and look at the chart, see what's going on. Okay, and then right around here, I noticed that price was starting to slow down a bit. It looked like it was trying to push back up. And so at this point, I felt like the momentum had ended and I went on and closed the position. So remember to keep it simple. Remember, patience and discipline beat impulsive trades almost every time. If you want to get more setups like this one and get some personalized tips, comment with your trading questions. Like and subscribe and comment. Thanks so much.